Jakey.
Good morning, how's it going?
Right, I'm going to get in. I'm going to start the car review in the car this morning because the weather is a little bit against us. What's it like for traction?
You sure there's a 250?
First thing I'm going to remark before I even get in this car and
that.
talk, we've got helicopter buckles.
Can't talk too much about them because, yeah. We got them.
I'm taking it, if they're strong enough for a helicopter pilot, they're probably going to be strong enough for the little Polo. Jakey's come from Somerset area today, so big up the Somerset massive. Make sure you chuck a comment if you're from Somerset or from the rest of the world. But this is a Polo Mk1.
6N, so pre-facelift. It's 1.8 valve originally, 42, 43 horsepower from factory.
Mega power.
Yeah.
I'm mad to think as well how much little horsepower these kind of older cars come with, because right now little 1.4s, 1.3s, they're like 100 horsepower. Yeah. This isn't standard anymore. You've done a bit of an engine upgrade.
Yeah. So it's got a 20 valve turbo, Mark IV block with Cupra R ancillaries. So it's got all the 225 setup. It's running 253 at the minute.
At the wheels.
At the wheels,
which is roughly going to net you what, sort of 280, 300?
Yeah, somewhere near
fly.
that. Yeah.
Obviously the TT came with this 1.8, but that was 225 brakes. So what was the difference between that and the Mark IV Golf one?
So the Mark IV Golf, they've got a KO3 turbo. The Mk1 Octavia VRSs, they're 180 brake because they got a KO3S turbo. I think the Mark IV anniversaries have the same. And then the Cupra Rs and stuff like that, they've got a KO4 turbo.
So it's literally the only thing really that sort of deciphers the horsepower is purely really down to the turbo.
Yeah, they've got different injectors and MAF sensor, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same, yeah.
And what turbo are you running on this now?
Just a KO4.
Which is what you got on the Seats, the Leons?
Yeah, Cupra R setup.
Okay.
So it's a full Cupra R setup, apart from a Facebook Marketplace ECU without a mobiliser and a stage 1 map.
Hypercross stainless steel mesh filter.
Creation Motorsports oversized turbo intake pipe, forged 007 diverter valve. It's got a custom rad, triple core rad, Toyo Sports intercooler, Dorenza oil cooler on it.
Original OEM EP91 strut brace, very cool.
Yeah, Polybush. There was no conversion kits available, so I just gave it a go. And then about 2 weeks later, someone started selling kits, which was very annoying.
And we must remark as well, you've done everything yourself, including painting all the bodywork as well, because you're a painter by trade, aren't you?
Yeah, painter by trade. It's the first car I've ever repainted. I wanted to do it all myself and learn from it rather than pay someone else, to be honest. I'm just stingy. It was all Mark IV Golf setup when I first got it, so the intake was different. So it'd come out this side, so it's got a BAM intake, so it comes out the other side. Better flow.
Flips it all round.
But apart from that, it's all pretty much standard. I've got a 2.5 inch turbo back exhaust on it.
Gearbox, is that just the standard kind of Mark IV 1.8T 5-speed gearbox?
Yeah, standard diff, everything.
It's got an open diff disc.
Yeah.
What's it like sort of putting the power down?
Could do with a limited slip. It's right in the dry, but in the wet, not brilliant.
Okay. We've got a little bit of break in the weather now, so we're going to take the car out for a little spin, do a little bit of cheeky John action. Got my helicopter harnesses on. I've never felt so secure ever in a car. This is the first car we've ever reviewed that has helicopter parts in it, so fair play. What did you originally pay for the car?
600 quid, I think.
600 quid.
Well, the best bit is when it was off one of my friend's partners at the time, and she sold it to me on a promise that I'd never modify it.
Well, if you're watching, I apologise, but Jake's gone crazy. What do you think you spent on it to get it to this sort of level?
Probably the best part of £2 grand.
2 bags.
Because I've done it all myself.
Yeah, so you saved a lot of money on labour.
And it is a budget build.
Oh my god!
You sure there's a 250? Well,
that's the speed limit. Mate, the sound. A little rally car, this.
yeah.
Jake was also saying as well, let us know in the comment section if you know why, but when he disconnects the speedo, the car's faster.
Yeah, it's noticeably quicker. Don't know why.
Strange.
Might be something to do with, you know, it might be on a basic map or I don't know.
Just run me through the brakes as well, because the brakes do feel quite sharp. I know you've got Tarrek's 6 pops on the front.
So yes, pads, got a 6N2 GTI rear stub axle, rear disc conversion.
Like rear V?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Did these have drums originally on the back?
They do, yeah, standard drums.
And then the tyres, they're Nankang.
Yeah, NS2Rs.
Which is like the sort of the more mild version of the AR1. We didn't mention what wheels are they?
So they're Team Dynamic Pro Sports 1.2s.
Oh, the same as what I've got on my Escort.
They are.
What about the suspension?
So I've got AP coilovers, polygon. I said earlier, it's got glands and strap brace in the front, full cage, which helps massively.
Kind of make the car a little bit more rigid.
Yeah.
And you notice a big difference when you put things like the cage in.
Yeah.
Inside as well, we're pretty stripped out. All the rear interior removed, no sound deadening, no door cards, roof lining's gone. And the shifter?
So that's out of the Mark 4 Golf.
The Mark 4 Golf gear knob?
Yeah.
I recognise that.
Mark 1 Octavia VRS.
Oh yeah, the handbrake. Can't stop laughing about the torque on this thing, is nuts. Cobra bucket seats, nice and butt holding. OMP sort of steering wheel,
yeah,
no air conditioning.
No aircon, no electric windows, no ABS, no power steering.
Let's stop off quickly and have a little sarnie. Look at this beast. Beast! You've actually got a Japanese rear tailgate.
Yep, 16 valve bumpers, front and rear, 6N2 rear lights, so like the facelift.
What about this little spoiler on the back?
I believe it's a Vortex. I bought it so long ago.
Why have you brought a fire extinguisher?
You know what happens in your other reviews, don't we?
Can everyone stop taking the piss and bringing fire extinguishers along? Back's obviously all stripped out, like we said earlier on, all the roof lining's gone. Cage is pretty decent though. Who makes the cage?
So it's an OMP safety devices cage.
Nice.
But we did modify it a little bit just to add in a bit of extra strength.
I'll just kind of come back here so you guys can get a nice perspective of the car. Looks really cool, man. And just very, very different as well. There aren't a lot of Polos about these days, especially sort of modified ones.
5 minutes later.
Woo! Monkey in the hot seat! That was 50%, man.
Hey!
What a little ripper! It's got like a crazy inertia. I think, like you said, because the torque's not helping being a 1.8, such a big engine in such a little car. The torque is just, it really puts you back in the seat. Even as a driver, you can really sort of feel it. Steering response feels very good. You know, it's very crisp. I actually quite like not having an NSD in it. Not that I've tried it with an NSD, but it's very like predictable. You can kind of modulate the throttle a bit and you can feel the understeer. I think if you get an NSD, as much as it's going to grip a lot better on track and out of flat corners on a crazy sort of road like this, it might be a bit sort of all over the place.
might sell it now. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know.
It's worth 10 grand more now on the ML channel, maybe 10 grand less. Depending on the channel. Jakey, massive love, man.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
I'll chop Jakey's Instagram down here. As always, he really appreciates some followers.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing the car down. Next week we've got a Lupo GTI coming up with like 400 brake. So that would kind of be interesting to sort of see how usable that power is against a car like this with sort of 250, 300.
Definitely be worth a watch.
Yeah. That just about wraps up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, make sure you give the video a like. Put any comments down below. I'll do my best to get back to you. And we look forward to seeing you soon.
And make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, do what he said. Subscribe. Bye guys.